What's up, y'all? Before jumping right into this setup video, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes and millions of members. The classes on Skillshare cover so many entrepreneurial and creative subjects. Pretty much anything you want to learn or explore, you can find a top quality class on Skillshare. I also just found out that one of my favorite YouTubers, 𝓅𝒇𝕚𝕒𝕝, actually just released a class on Skillshare called Creativity Unleashed, Discover, Hone, and Share Your Voice Online. So I'm definitely going to be diving into this class in the coming weeks. I highly recommend Skillshare to anybody out there watching who has a creative mind or just likes to learn new skills here and there. As viewers of my channel, Skillshare is offering you 2 months of premium membership for free to the first 1,000 people who click the link at the top of the description. If you decide you're into it, Skillshare comes out to less than 10 bucks a month for an annual plan. Thank you again, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Let's get to the setup. What are you doing?
It's my morning workout. Why's my hair so fluppity?
You're a fluppity boy.
Look, it's like flippity floopity.
You're growing it out, right?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
What the f, dude? I just need to fix the hair.
Oh my god! Ugh.
George, put those cannons away, bro. Hope somebody asked a question about my
Oh, me too. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
I'm gonna wait for you to sit.
Yo, what?
What is good, YouTube? My name is George. Welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be doing a new fortune skate setup, and I decided I would bring Danny along for this one. How you doing today, bro?
I'm chilling, my dude.
Word up. Danny's gonna be setting up a board on his channel, so you guys can go check that out at the end of this video. And I asked you guys for questions for Danny and I to answer while I set up my skateboard, which I'll show you right now. We got this beautiful 8.25-inch fortune skateboard and a sheet of trophy grip tape with a nice camo design. What do you think of that?
Dude, I don't know. I can't see the logo. Dude, where's the logo? Can you guys see the logo?
Well, you could see the white outline, right?
Yeah, I see that white outline.
But then it's just like you could see right through the...
Yeah, whoa,
weird.
Dude, that's so weird.
And here's the board that I'm gonna be swapping out. It is actually severely cracked down the middle here. Let's freaking get to it.
Wait, how'd you snap that board?
I snapped this doing a tray flip.
For the street part?
For the street part in Philadelphia. Also, thanks Danny for lending me your fancy tool.
It's the best kind.
Except I can't get your...
Oh, because you gotta press this thing.
Oh,
So it doesn't fall out, dude.
high class living, man.
Yeah, man. You wouldn't know.
Wow, look at that.
Alright. 𝓅𝒶𝓈𝓈𝒾𝑜𝓃 asks, hey George, do you think skating park for so long made street any easier?
Yeah, I was a huge park rat for a long time. I still think that skating skate parks so extensively gave me a great foundation, and then you can translate that into street skateboarding. So I definitely think it was beneficial, but the more I've been skating street, I think the better I've been getting at skating street in particular. What do you think?
I think that skating parks for so long definitely hindered my street progression because like I got so used to skating, you know, perfect ground, perfect obstacles. Skating street is what really started making me get better at skating street. But if it wasn't for skating parks and learning all the tricks that I learned in parks, I wouldn't be able to like start doing that in the streets. And skating street has definitely made me a better skater overall.
Yeah.
To skate parks, like now skating rails at parks is just so much easier.
That's right. And now sometimes we treat the skate park like a training session.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty healthy.
Yeah. It's like a healthy... There's a healthy line in between the two now. All right, so this person asked, the first time y'all chilled ever, did you think you'd be as close as you are today?
That's a great question.
That's a really good question.
Yeah, I definitely got the vibe that we would get along, but I never expected us to like become as close as we are now.
Word.
You know?
So basically back then, like when I hit you up, it's because I wanted to be friends, but like I knew that it wasn't gonna just develop like that. Like it had to develop over time. And I had no idea I was gonna move here back then. And then when I finally moved here, I was like, oh sweet, like let's start hanging out, let's start skating. But it wasn't until that one time at Owl's Head when I was like, yo, do you want to grab a beer like after the skate sesh? And George was like, okay, sure. And then, I don't know, it's been a year now and like we became close friends. So yeah, I didn't think that it would be like this.
Right.
Ever really.
I think hanging out of a skating context was important because it's easy to like just get into that skating mode with people.
Yeah, for sure.
But like that's such a small part of life, you know? So it was cool to kind of become friends in a deeper way.
Someone asked, why are Danny's toes so crusty?
You want to answer that?
They're not. Elizabeth.7e asks, when did you first notice you actually loved skating?
I first noticed I loved skating probably when I like watched somebody do a kickflip. I mean, it's hard to really pinpoint, but I just remember being fascinated watching the board flip around and somebody land on top of it. I thought it was so cool. And that gave me this insane drive to learn how to kickflip. So I think that instilled the love for me.
For me, it was seeing my cousin skate. I think I remember him ollieing over like a tiny cone, and I was like, I want to do that. Yeah. And then I got a board for Christmas that year, but it was like a Kmart board or Toys R Us board.
My first board was a Yu-Gi-Oh board. That was like before I fell in love with skating though.
Yeah, I think I found a love for skating when randomly I found a skateboard in my friend's garage. We were like, do you want to become skaters? And like we were like, yeah, we're skaters now. So we started skating.
Cool. I think for a lot of people, it's like seeing a trick that looks really cool, and then you want to do it.
Yeah, I don't remember that specifically. It's hard to like really remember.
Well, you said the cone.
I guess, yeah, the ollie over the cone.
Look at that, it's so shiny. Real quick, I'll run through the rest of the setup. These are Ace trucks, treating me super well. Karma wheels, some bearings that I'm not too sure about, also some random hardware. That's the setup.
Manny Aguilar, looser, tight trucks.
Personally, I'm somewhere in the middle. When I buy a new pair of trucks, I typically don't adjust them too much, and I'll just like start breaking them in.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You should never, I don't know if, have you heard that before?
No.
You're not supposed to ever tighten your trucks when you get new trucks, because what that does is it doesn't let the bushing set in.
Oh, interesting. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know it either until all my bushings would get shredded, and my friend was like, just don't tighten them right when you get them. And then the bushing won't get shredded as fast.
Yeah, I mean, when I hop on other people's boards, usually their trucks feel looser than mine.
I think I feel the same way.
I think mine are nice and medium. I remember you were gripping a board, I think like in Philly, and you were like unable to figure this part out.
No, that was at 3 up, 3 down.
Oh yeah.
It's so hard. They're gonna watch me struggle setting up a board.
So easy, dude.
I hate gripping a board. What's the hardest thing about being a YouTuber?
Dude, I almost missed here.
See, like that, I think that's missing, and how would you cut that?
You'll see, you'll see. It all works out. What was the question?
Hardest thing about being a YouTuber.
So I think the hardest thing is reaching the point where you can call yourself a YouTuber. You have to grind and post videos consistently for years before you can call it your job. So it can be hard to stay motivated through that phase. Now that I am a YouTuber, I would say the hardest part is like, one, finding a work-life balance. Another thing is just working alone. A lot of times I'm in my room editing all day and it can be hard to stay motivated, it can feel monotonous. And yeah, just the lack of structure can be hard to deal with. It's definitely worth it. What would you say in your phase?
For me, I think it would just be like that I'm not quite there yet. You know what I mean? So it's grinding with like very little return.
Right.
You know what I mean? But knowing that it's the long game and that eventually like it does work out, and it will work out as long as you put in enough work. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It will work out for you, Danny boy.
Thanks, man. I have a wedgie.
This is a great feature too.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Because usually I'm using like the edge here. Alright, I'm really curious to see how you slice your edges in your setup video.
Dude, it's bad. I'm not good at. Dude, I cannot set up a board.
I could grip it for you.
No, I have to do it. It's my setup video.
Yo, I've met like beast skaters who never grip their boards, which is like, I think is wrong.
Who grips it?
Like at the skate shop.
Well, I always grip my boards, but like it just isn't great.
Would you try my method in your video?
I've done your method, putting it on the ground
before,
like it? And it didn't really help.
Okay. Alright, George's pro tips for gripping. I say it in every setup video. Peel up the edges after you sand down the outline, and then you're gonna pop your board on the floor. I think I'm gonna have you hold my camera for a sec.
The infamous 𝓄𝒠 Swiss Army knife.
Thing has been getting the job done for about 50 years.
Can I swallow it whole?
Sure. Alright, so you got your board, it's on the floor, you put a foot down, and then I'm gonna make an incision right here. The knife is at an upward angle. I'm gonna start slicing, grab here, slice and lift.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah, see, this was unfortunate because I kind of missed a little, but I'm just gonna try to grab a little piece of it. Yeah, there we go. Having some trouble. It's okay. There we go. And then I always like to keep it in front of me. The rest should come off nice and easy. I f***ed up. Alright.
Dude, how did you do that so quickly?
Because I'm a beast.
It takes me like 20 minutes to do it.
Ooh, this looks sick with the blue. Gosh.
It does look fresh.
Darn, dude. This feels so good in my hands right now. Let us continue the setup and the Q&A. Hit me with the fiery questions, bro.
We should do a rapid fire round.
Alright, I'm down.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how sexy is 𝓤𝕇𝕇𝕗𝓄?
10.
Nobody asked that.
Alright, everybody pause the video, go comment Danny Duckling on Danny's setup video, and then return to this video.
Why duckling?
I don't know, dude. It's just,
My audience is the ducklings.
yeah.
The Danny Ducklings. Alright, well if you're watching this, you gotta comment Jeebus on this video. Alright, what's your favorite comfort food?
Mac and cheese.
Alright, it asks for Danny's also, and mine is pasta. Spaghetti. How can I get my backside 50/50s consistent?
I have trouble with that trick still, but I really like to think about it like a back feeble. I don't know how helpful that's gonna be if you can't back feeble already, but I really have that back feeble energy and I just rotate it less.
I love back 50s, and I don't know how I do them so easily, but they're fun and they're easy.
Keep trying. That trick was very awkward for me at first, but
Front 50s were awkward for me.
I think front 50s are so much easier.
Oh, they're easy now. Yeah, bro, you want to put in all those attempts of you trying 50/50 at Cooper?
Alright, yeah, I've been slipping away a little bit.
Things that motivate you in life right now.
Developing my personal life, friendships, figuring out routines that work for me in this new phase of adulthood, skateboarding. So I've been setting a lot of goals for my career, like 300,000 subscribers. I'd like to hire an editor one day. Previously, I hadn't really had goals and I started to be confused about like where I was going. So it's been nice to sort of have some guidance.
Oh, shit, man, that's a hard question for me. The things that motivate me in life right now is skateboarding, being a better person in like any way that I can, and honestly, like, this might be kind of lame, like being able to have a good place to live for me and my cat. Like, I don't know, like I want my cat to have a better place to live than right now. Even though I don't live in a bad place at all. I love where I live right now because I live with like a lot of my great friends, but I want to find a place that feels more like home to me, and that's one of my like biggest motivating things.
I'm all about happiness right now. Happiness and experience.
I feel that.
So the skate trips have been motivating me to travel more and hang out with friends more. And
I mean, even just saying yes to things, kind of like how, like we've talked about that before. Like sometimes I'm like lazy and don't want to do anything, but I know that if I just say yes and go, I'm gonna end up having a great time. And like, I don't know if that's even related, but it just feels good.
I think it is related. Because we're in a phase where we just want to like have a good time. And
yeah, exactly.
It's important, dude.
How are your ghetto birds going?
Not too well. I mean, I learned that trick like in that quarantine phase where we were only skating flat ground. So I was like, need to learn a new trick, try ghetto bird. Josh said it on me in a game of skate, so I decided to learn it. I've landed 3 and I have not tried any more since. It's not like the back 3 where I became obsessed with the trick, you know?
The real Ryan Harold says or asks, do you miss school?
Honestly, I don't miss school as much as I expected to. I feel like I enjoyed that experience and now it's exciting to figure out how to be 23, you know?
You're still a baby.
I am still a baby.
I'm 25.
There's a lot to learn and do, and dude, it's exciting, man.
There's a lot to learn and do and Favorite ledge trick? Okay, let me answer, and then you tell me if I'm right.
You mean you're trying to guess for me?
Yeah. Okay. 𝓅𝓇𝑜𝓃.
Yep.
And kickflip front 50?
Kickflip front 50 is probably my favorite ledge trick to make it look like I'm good at skating.
Okay.
𝓅𝓇𝑜𝓃 is my favorite ledge trick. It's getting harder for me though, which is a little scary.
Really?
Yeah.
George did a bussin' one in the street part though.
Yeah. You guys will see that.
Ooh.
What's yours, back tail?
Mine is front blunt and back tail. Are you gonna snow skate when winter comes?
Probably like once for a video.
I've still never seen real snow before, dude.
I think this winter will be bussin' because last winter was lame. That's usually how it goes. I have a question for you. Is it good to be a simp?
There are times to simp and there are times not to simp. And you need to be the one that realizes when it's the time.
I like that.
Where's Nora? Haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, so I've been getting this question a lot. I figure probably time to let you guys know I'm single now. You know, I don't want to go too much into it, but that's what it is. So now you know.
So stop asking. Can you triple flip?
No. I've actually never done a triple in my life.
I did a varial triple flip one time.
You fucking kook.
In middle school.
At least you were in middle school.
Yeah, no, that if you're ever gonna do a varial triple flip, let it be in middle school.
We're just joking, by the way. If you like varial triple flips, by all means, please do them.
No, don't do them. See, you're simping.
That's not simping, that's just being nice. You just can't put other people over yourself to an insane extent.
Oh, this is a very interesting question. Favorite deli in New York?
Oh, that's really tough. There's a lot of really good delis.
Yeah, no, there are.
That's like too hard to answer because there's a lot of good ones. They all bring something different to the table.
What if KBB was a deli?
That doesn't make sense because KBB is a bagel store. That's my favorite bagel store. I don't like wearing this hat though because it's red.
Yeah.
All right, here, let me show them the setup real quick because it's finished. So suddenly like the blues are popping out at me and the blue line right down the middle ply and on the top ply. And I think it matches nice with that camo trophy. So I am really stoked on this setup. I think it's looking so good.
It's a cool board, man.
I'm really stoked on this one. Thank you all for tuning into this setup video. Thanks for asking all your questions. Thanks Danny for coming along. Make sure you go over to his channel and watch his setup video. And before I let you go, we need to do a quick thumbnail to save my ass some time later on. Do you want to pop your face like as big as you can up here? And then let's just, you do whatever you want. I'm just gonna cheese. All right, ready?
Yeah.
It's probably good, right?
I don't know. Do you want the hands? Because that might be a lot to like.
Do one without, one with.
All right, and now I think that's good.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Shred on. Catch y'all next week.
Peace. All right, this is not gonna go in though, okay?
Please don't put that shit in.
Don't put, I don't know. Don't put that in. That sounds weird. Why the fuck's my butt itch?